Sheila and I are continuing our journey on the story of FBI agent Mark Putnam, and where he killed his lover slash informant in 1989. And we're in Pikeville here on the Strip, just down from the Kentucky State Police Post. And in Mark Putnam's statement, his confession, he says that always when him and her fooled around, or were intimate, or made love, or whatever you want to call it, that it was always in the car. And we got a copy of the report, state police report years ago, which by now you're probably up on this, but this is called the Goldenrod Hotel over here to the right. Now right up there to the right, that big tall building, I don't know if you can see it from the camera,
I'm trying to pull
that is the Kentucky State Police Post. So almost directly across from the State Police Post is going to be this Goldenrod Hotel. Now it's shut down now, it's not open, but we're going to pull over there and I'm going to tell you the rest of the story. Again, he said in his statement that the only place they ever fooled around was in his car. The FBI vehicle issued to him while he was here in Pikeville. I guess they would just go out on these old country roads, mining roads. We've got several of them here, plenty of places to park, lovers lanes. But that was incorrect, because when the investigation finally started after Paul and I had turned the sheriff in and other officials for public corruption and protecting drug dealers, this is where he was bringing her to a lot of the times. Now, the rooms itself, I got my glasses on, that's private, are behind those windows, private only. But I'm thinking that room 4 was right in here somewhere, and you can see where they're remodeling. We'll go ahead and get out here and alright, we're out of the vehicle now, and this was the Goldenrod Hotel, and this is where Mark would bring Susan Daniels Smith to. This was the office, and he stayed, I'll read you the report in a minute, where he stayed in room 1, 3, and 4. Mostly 4 they said he liked. And they would tell, this was the hotel down through there, and he would tell the receptionist that he needed a room, that he was going to interrogate somebody. And Sheila don't like this part, but
No.
I always used to tell people, I guess he was pumping her for information, but that's probably crude, but, and it's not funny, but that's what he was doing. He wasn't worried about the information. It just turned into an affair. And this is one of the hotels that they rendezvous in, that he brought her to on numerous occasions. Come up here and I'll read you some of the report.
Okay.
Now, Sheila and I's got a big surprise later tonight on where we're going to be staying. You'll like.
You'll have to follow along.
Huh?
I said they'll have to watch the next one to find out where we're at.
Yeah, that'll be another video, but on the report, she can just film there for you. But on September the 7th, 1990, I contacted the motel owner. Now, this is the investigating officer, and he says her name here. And at 15:30 hours, I met her at the motel office with the motel receipt book for 1988 and 1989. And he names another lady was present when I checked the records. The books showed that on August 26, 1988, Mark Putnam rented room 4, and he paid $22.05. That was August 26th. On September the 6th, 88, he rented room 3 and paid $22.05. On September the 12th, 6 days later, he again rented room number 1 and paid $23. On October the 10th, 1988, he rented room 4 paid $23. On November the 16th, 1988, rented room 4 and paid $22. On December the 23rd, 1988, rented room 4 and paid $23.10. And there's no record of Mark Putnam renting any rooms in 1989. So, said the reason for the room rate difference is that she was afraid to charge him the extra $1.05 for the woman with him. Again, they thought that it was that's from our book. We've got 2 books, Corruption Has No Boundaries 1 and Corruption Has No Boundaries 2. It was a big book, so we had to make 2 books out of it, but it's about my time and even Sheila's time, because Sheila married into it when I was a police officer, and it affected her too.
Sure, and her 2 little kids.
From the job that I did and what occurred, and along with my detective partner, which was a Hatfield. So it was a Hatfield and a McCoy. We were talking earlier at another site where this is not really a Hatfield McCoy video for Sheila's page, but it really is, because it's a Hatfield and McCoy that basically solved this case because of us, and not because of anything we did smart, but because we were stupid, and it just inadvertently solved this case from another case that we were working on. And so it's from nothing we done intentional. It's from nothing that we done that was brilliant or smart. We just got hoodooed. Now we're going to go from here to another location. I'm going to get Sheila here, and I always like to get my better half, because she's the one that produces these and edits them and does all that for us. All I do is talk.
We're a team.
Huh?
I said we're a team.
We're a team. Right up there where you see that yellow sign, that building to the right of that yellow sign, and she'll film it when she goes by, and that's the Kentucky State Police post number 9. And that's how close he would bring his lover to meet and rendezvous. And we're going to take you to another hotel in a minute. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and let the secret out.
You're going to let the cat out of the bag?
I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. You want to tell them?
No, you can.
Well, tonight we're going to be staying at the hotel.
Yep.
The last hotel that Susan Smith would have ever stayed in.
Yeah.
And on June the 8th of 1989, he was also at this hotel, and took her up the road and killed her. And she'd come there to meet him, to tell him that she was pregnant, and she wanted something done, and he did it. He killed her. And so that's where we'll be staying at tonight. Well, there's another secret there, but I'm not going to tell it. But and we'll start filming some from there tonight and let you in on the other secret. Until then, we'll talk to you later.
Please like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.
The Pike County Sheriff's Department used to be located out behind the courthouse, behind the jail. Now that's a new courthouse and a new jail there, but here's the old courthouse. We've done a story on this place once before. This is where they held the trials for the Hatfield McCoy murder trials and things like that. So there is a video already on this courthouse. If you'll turn around and show the big bank building behind you there, the Pikeville, well, it's a Pikeville Medical Center now, it says. That is where the FBI office moved to when they moved out of the office up here. I don't know if they're still there or not, but that is, see, it used to be, see, way up the top, BB.
I see something, yeah.
BB&T.
BB&T looks like.
That used to be the bank building, and that's where the FBI office moved to, the 4th floor up there, after they moved out of the post office.
Okay.
I don't know where they are now. But what we would do, Paul and I would come out of the sheriff's office, we'd go to the sheriff's office, and we usually had we'd take our pistol out of our ankle holster.
Yeah.
We got the ankle holsters, and we'd take our guns out. Paul and I felt safer with or Detective Hatfield, we felt safer with a tape recorder in our ankle holster than we did a gun when we was around the sheriff and in the sheriff's office. And that's sad, but that's true. But he would get in there and he would tell us, don't arrest this person, let that person go, get rid of these drugs, tear that warrant up, all these different things. And all this stuff was on tape. And when we'd leave that sheriff's office, we'd walk right through here. And we would go right here's the front of the courthouse. And we would go straight down that sidewalk.
Yeah.
Right down there where that tall flag is on the flag pole, where the little steeple is, that's where we just came from. That is the Pikeville post office, and that's where the FBI office was. See the courthouse there? And that is where we would go report into Mark Putnam and Ron Poole, and let them hear these tapes or see these documents. So that's where, I wonder if the courthouse is closed already.
Probably is 6 something.